What's good, everybody? Welcome to Swim Lessons. Today's episode is really cool, really fun, and really insightful. I brought in my friend Martez Johnson from Philadelphia. He's a guy I met out here doing comedy. Also worked with him for a brief stint of time, and aka Tez is what he goes by. But Tez has been through a lot of things. We talked about the Black Lives Matter movement. Also talked about comedy. And most importantly, we just talked about how he wants to see where this whole thing goes. And it was cool to learn from a different perspective and just to hear all the wholesome things he had to say. And it was awesome. And I think a lot of people can learn and take little bits from it and go from there. But before we get to Mr. Tez, we got to talk about Realtor Todd Morris with the agency Arizona, the investor agent. Coming from a construction background, Todd brings experience and knowledge about real estate into transaction. He's also on the Toon team, that's Toon team, that among the three of them offers exceptional knowledge of the market and negotiating strategies. You can find him on Facebook and Instagram at Todd, Todd, Morris, Morris. Shout out Todd. Thanks you for being a sponsor, buddy. Also, Phil Wright with Guild Mortgage. With rates being as low as they are, now is a great time to... Dude, I'm going to have this memorized pretty soon. With rates being as low as they are, it's a great time to start investing in your future with now lowering that home and monthly payment that you currently have. Give Phil a call. Reach out to him and his team anytime. You can find their information just simply by Googling Phil, Phil, Wright, Wright, Guild, Guild, Mortgage. Phil's the shiz, as I've said many times. And then last but not least, the future home to our studio, Novato, where style flows. That's pretty good, Bob. I got to give it to you. You came up with that, where style flows. Novato, you can find them anywhere for your sink and all the essential needs when it comes to bathrooms. Give Bob Vanderwall a call. Well, they only offer sinks and faucets. That's not everything. Sorry. But they are a great company. Lots of cool things. Lots of cool shit they offer. And what's cool is they're a mom and pop type shop, and Bob's a good guy. So thanks to our three sponsors. Also, if you would like to sponsor an episode, reach out to me, Dallas Hanson or Nick Tantillo at Tantillo Productions, and we can talk business. But now onto the podcast. Without a doubt, I give you my friend and fellow comedian, Tez.
Here come the boys. Y'all ready to go swimming, baby? Come on. Give it up. Get out of that water. I tried telling y'all, it's swim lessons, baby.
Tez, thanks for coming in, buddy.
Thanks for having me, man. I'm super excited to be here, man. What's up, fellas?
I know. We've been working on this for a while. I mean, when I met you, we were both working a day job, and we both talked, I think, at a lunch about becoming comedians and doing a podcast, and here we are.
Yes, here we are.
And our world has changed dramatically.
Significantly, man.
You been doing any open mics?
I have been, man. I actually started going pretty hard again before COVID hit. So,
but you didn't go after during this time, because I was too, and then this whole shit thing COVID and now the world's shut down for another 8 days for Arizona people. So everybody's like, we'll hit up an open mic. I'm like, well, we're on an 8 p.m. curfew. Open mics don't start till 8. 7:30, 8 o'clock. That's when the good ones start. And then you go to another one at 10, and then you have
That's what kind of fucked me up when I quit my job for comedy 5 years ago. I was like, I'm going all in. And I was like, open mics don't start until 8 o'clock at night.
I know, dude.
What the fuck did you do?
I know, that's the same way. Well, tell us a little bit about that. How the mics? What's your vibes? Because you're a big you like Saturday Night Live type stuff, like skit stuff, right? You've been doing some of that.
Yeah, man. My vibe, man, is I'm your comic, man, and people don't take this the wrong way, but I love stand up.
Yeah, same.
Stand up's my thing, man. But my comedy just comes from on the spot and conversation. Definitely love the stage, but just on in conversation, man, that third eye opening up, your Martins, your
Martin Lawrence.
Yeah, Martin Lawrence. Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart comes to mind.
From
the shit you post on Instagram, I'm just like, oh my god. It's Kevin Hart again, because you're from Philadelphia as well, same as Kevin.
Yep. We actually started in the same comedy club. But
No shit.
Yeah, I won't say a teacher, but like the same teacher. Big up to Ray. Definitely.
Shout out to Ray.
Shout out to Ray, man. Shout out to Ray. He actually was in one of Kevin Hart's big specials, like the DVDs and stuff. Great guy, man, and it's great in comedy when you have somebody that's like willing to give you the game.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these comics, like they get a year in the game and think that they're like, call my manager.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Yeah.
You don't bring your ass out here and do my fucking open mic for $25 and shut the fuck up.
They opened for Chris D'Elia one time. They're like, all right, time to move to LA.
Yeah. Hey guys, I think I'm gonna get a commercial in LA. I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
Seriously, dude, that's the way it works. How was it in Philadelphia? What was the comedy like out there during that time when you first started out?
When I started out, man, it was a lot of hungry dudes, man. Going down there, the doors, they were open, but you had to be funny,
Yeah.
They had their own brotherhood, and I really wasn't. Shout out to a guy named Tom Cassidy. A white dude, man, funny as hell.
Yeah,
funny as hell. Has the look. He's still going strong to this day. Him and a bunch of other guys moved out to New York City, and another Philadelphia legend, Josh Kosh.
Is that him
dude.
Right there? Is that Tom?
That is Tom Cassidy right there.
No, he does look like a comedian. Holy shit!
Shout out to Tom Cassidy, man. He gave me.
Looks like he likes Harry Potter too.
It's fun. Yeah, I called myself bombing on him one night. Oh my god! When I tell
you were bombing.
I bombed. I said a joke about him while I was on stage. Oh my god, he killed me, dude.
What do you mean? What was the joke?
I forget what I think I said something.
You were opening for the guy and then you joked about him?
Well, it was an open mic, but I just said something.
Fuck.
You know what I mean? And he killed me. I had on these glasses. He was like, "Look at this motherfucker over here with these Wiz Khalifa glasses on." The crowd went crazy. But he gave me a shot, man. Another guy named Josh Kosh. My first night doing comedy, I was horrible. Oh my god, I was horrible. You know how it is.
That comes with the territory.
But on your way there, you think my shit gonna be funny.
Oh, dude, I know. It's so fucked up.
You fucking crickets.
You're in the dude. And when you see say your best joke, because when I first went up, I fucked up 2 times really bad, and then I'm like, okay, I gotta go to the best one, and then I go to the best one, and it's just even worse.
Mm-hmm.
Here he is right there, Josh Kosh.
Josh Kosh, man.
At Flappers.
Josh Kosh.
Flappers Comedy Club.
Yeah, he came out to the West Coast for a little bit, man. I got a lot of good brothers over there in Philadelphia in comedy, man.
So you were out there for 5 years, or no? Your whole life?
Yeah. So I grew up originally in a small town called Frankfort, Delaware, man.
Okay.
Very one stop light.
Yeah.
Country to us, southern to us. A lot of people don't think it's southern. It's country.
Hey, can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
Have you been to Lolo's Chicken and Waffles here in Phoenix?
I have not. I've heard about Lolo's.
You haven't been there? Dude, you gotta go.
Yeah.
Lolo's is the shit. Floyd Mayweather, when he was out here last weekend at Maya, that's where he went and had dinner at.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's fucking good shit.
I heard, I think it's her and her son or something like that, right? There's two different ones.
Well, there's 3. The main one is in Phoenix, but they had a branch one out in Scottsdale.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's still cool.
Yeah, I seen Floyd was out here with no mask on. Shout out to Floyd.
Yeah.
Money to buy anything out this motherfucker.
Dude, did you hear the story about that? So Floyd spent a crazy amount of money, upwards of 200,000, and allegedly, and everybody was starting to leave Maya because it was getting to be 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and they didn't want Floyd to see everybody leaving. So people at the bartenders at Maya were literally throwing beers, hey, you didn't get your free beer, here's a free beer, get him to stay, Floyd, we need you, buddy, come on, hey, we get some dances out here, some poles, let's see what we got.
Oh man, that cross-eyed motherfucker, man. Let me tell you,
dude, I like him.
I like Floyd, man. I like Floyd. Floyd's just he's
him
a
and
different
50
guy.
Cent just fucking hate each other though.
She me say nigga Floyd Mayweather's a punk. You see Floyd telling my shit he's a punk, man. I want my
can't
money,
read Harry
man.
Potter.
Hey man, I'll donate 50 million to any charity you want if you could read one page of that Harry Potter book, nigga.
Dude, isn't that crazy that those two are feuding?
Oh my god,
two of the
man.
biggest names in the business.
Yeah, man, they need to get together, man. It's too much money to be made, man. They made a lot of money together, but it's a lot of behind the scenes shit we probably don't see.
We don't see anything.
You know what I mean?
So take us back before I interrupt you about Lolo's. You were in Philly, then you made your way out here. What's kind of the differences that you've seen in the Philadelphia comedy to here in Phoenix?
just to be honest with you, man, I'm definitely more of a brotherhood back home. Not saying that it's not a brotherhood out here.
Right. It's almost like, what Facebook group are you in?
Yeah, and out here there's a lot of beginners out here, which is cool.
Right.
Which is super
We're
dope.
close to LA, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Which is super dope. People aren't scared to be themselves out here. People aren't scared to bomb out here. People let you in out here, you know, tell you where opens are and stuff like that. Excuse me.
You okay? Too much
too much tear gas, motherfuckers. Too much tear gas out this motherfucker. Shit, from Sunday night, I'm still coughing this shit up, man. Shout out to Arizona PD out this motherfucker.
Well, dude, on my way here to the fucking studio, I couldn't get off on those 2 exits, and I'm like, I better text Tez and let him know I might be late, because they were both closed off. But it was actually pretty cool to see everybody standing on the bridge and like holding up signs. That was actually really cool. I was honking my horn like, yes, this is awesome, because it seemed peaceful and everything was good. But yeah, man, it's weird.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the protesters, man. Shout out to everybody that's just really out there standing for a cause, man. Some people don't know why they out there, but they just know they out there for a good cause. And right now, America's really going through some shit, man. It's a real thing out there, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, happy to be a part of it. You know, look back on history, and I'm glad that we're all a part of it. You know.
Yeah.
Because the only way it's gonna change if we all stand up and change it together. You know. So it's equality everywhere across the board, man. That's what we want. You know, we don't want this. Okay, now they got the other officers arrested.
Yep.
It's still not enough. You know, it's like, go back in your house now, shut the fuck up. You got what you wanted. Nah, we're just tired of it happening.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it's accountability on both sides. You know, if gotta make sure that you know, if you want people to fight for you, gotta make sure you doing the right thing, because it puts a spotlight on us. You know, so it's like, you see why we don't give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my whole thing is just to encourage my brothers and sisters just to, you know, we got to walk right, man, no matter how hurt we are, you know, because there's a lot of fucking hurts, a lot of PTSD, you know.
What do you think about the looters, though? What do you think about that? Because I just saw today, last Saturday, when they went to Scottsdale Fashion Square, and Jake Paul, who's a famous YouTuber, was in there. He just got arrested today.
They did arrest him.
I was very, very fucking happy to hear about that.
Yeah.
I fucking can't stand that guy. I was like, what is you even doing? And then, did you see his half-ass message? He was like, Nick, can you pull it up? His message, his like apology was like, you know, I wasn't in there looting. I just wanted to make sure that the media knew what was going on. I'm like, dude, there are people like assigned to this that are actually part of like a specific media profile, whether it's CNN. They're not even doing that. That's not the way to do it. That makes the media look worse. He's just doing things for attention. This is the same guy that went into that Japanese, or it might have been his brother, that went into the Japanese forest and filmed the guy who committed suicide.
Yeah.
Like, what are you guys doing? How much is enough? Do you have to really do this to get this much attention?
Facts.
Likes? I just retweeted a picture, or it's a video of a girl in LA going up with it's like a drill to screw the windows in, and like people were protecting their businesses from getting thrown in. She goes up, has someone take a video of it, and she's just holding up, and then takes a picture, and then she hands it back to the guy, and she goes, thanks, and gets in her car and leaves. I was like, is that what we've become as a fucking society?
It's some wild shit going on right now, man. And that shit with Jake Paul, I don't really know. I didn't really, like, my nephews and all them, you know, they into the YouTube shit.
Yeah.
But I don't really follow him. But
I don't follow him either, but I just, you see through the circles.
Yeah, you know, somebody had told me about that, but fuck him, by the way. Like, you know.
Yeah, you can't.
But to answer your question, how I feel about the looters.
Yeah, what do you, tell me your thoughts.
I'm gonna be real, man. I'm super transparent with everything that's going on right now, man. And I also want you to know, when I answer your questions, it's never directed to you.
No,
like,
dude, this is like I told you before, wide open dialogue.
Definitely.
I brought you on. I wanted you to come on to let the world know your side of view, because I'm from North Dakota. I've been out here for 5 years, but I didn't grow up the way you grew up. I didn't see the things you've seen.
Definitely.
That's why I'm trying to figure out, you know, I wanted an insightful conversation to have with my friend Tez and just see what he thinks.
Yes, definitely. And I appreciate that, brother. Again, thank you for the platform, man.
No problem, man.
You know, but yeah, man, I think that it's easy to point out the loot and then the riot and then the burning, right? Instead of looking at what the issue is, you know. I posted something yesterday, and it had said, and this is for this is really just for just to open people's eyes, right? So it says, here's an example of how white privilege sounds. You keep saying that it's horrible that an innocent black man was killed, but destroying property has to stop. Try saying it's horrible that property is being destroyed, but killing innocent black men has to stop. You know?
Yeah.
It's like you're prioritizing the wrong part. At the end of the day, these companies, and I'm not for rioting, I'm not for looting, these are the same companies that, again, get on the front lines with us, like at the end of the day, like stand with us, you know what I mean? They have insurance, you know what I'm saying? Like this shit gonna be right back popping the way it was, One thing I can say is that America needed an ass whooping. And there's still more ass whooping to do, because think about your worst ass whooping from your parents, and think about
remember it.
You remember it,
yeah.
and you think about it before you make that same mistake. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, dog, like if I slam this door, my mom gonna run out this door and
100%
and whip my ass, you know. And I think that, not saying that it will stop everything or everyone, but it will damn sure make you think before you kill anybody innocent, let alone an innocent black man. Because we're going to burn this shit down, all of us together. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I feel about it. I haven't really, it's fucked up. I mean, back in Philly, man, they went hard. Like, they went super hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it broke my heart a little bit, but I understood it. I felt them, even though I wasn't there with my brothers and sisters. I felt it. There's so much oppression.
Yeah.
So that's kind of
what I think is really cool about everything, though, and there's not a ton that's cool about the situation, right? But I think like a lot of times there's certain people that are focusing only on Black lives, which is what we're focused on here. But I've spoken to a lot of black friends that I have, and they're like, this isn't about us. This is like about everybody. We don't want to just us have, this moment or anything like this. Yeah. It's like we obviously have a lot of work to do, and there's a systemic issue here in the US with this. But what I think is really cool is that everybody's in it for everybody. It's equal, equality for Asians, white people, black people. It doesn't matter, just it's we're tackling the black issue right now, which is really, really important. But I think it's cool because even the black community says it's not about us. It's about equality in general. You know what I'm saying?
Jeez, Nick, you should run for office.
Oh my God.
Nick Tantillo, here he is.
I can barely handle all my calls from you, bro.
Dude, that was awesome. No,
I don't know. I just think it's interesting because, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you like this, man.
Yeah, but to go back to what you said, and I'm not nitpicking here. We're just having a conversation.
Yeah, definitely.
You said insurance, but I mean, it's just like the presence that they're doing that. Mm-hmm. And then you get other people like we were talking about earlier, like Jake Paul and these other dumb shit white kids that are just looting to grab free sneakers or go to the Gucci store, go there, go here, and they're grabbing. There's no reason behind it. That's when I was upset. I saw all that shit. I'm like, okay, they're doing this with nothing, no backbone. Yeah,
definitely. Well, that's what's crazy about it, right? Is there was a lot of like left winger, like a multitude of whites in these protests and crowds, right? Like, you know what I mean? Which they are standing together with the Black Lives Matter movement. But you also do have, fucking tear gas, that are really, like you said, taking advantage of the looting and shit like that.
Taking advantage of the situation.
Yeah, we gotta understand though, this thing about it, like when shit happens and Katrina happens, there's motherfuckers that are making fake GoFundMes for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it's sad.
Like the doors open up with
people take advantage of everything.
People take advantage of everything, and that's one part of the game we gotta understand. I think that in a whole, you're gonna get that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to say this too, and I want to make a point of this. Another reason I want to salute everybody that's on the front lines with us, mainly the white people. I know it's going to sound fucked up.
Oh, here we go.
But you got to see both sides of it.
Okay.
If y'all wasn't out there with us, which is already happening, but them bullets would be real by now. You understand what I'm saying? They wouldn't be rubber bullets. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be pink balls. It wouldn't just be tear gas. Somebody made that point the other day and I thought about it.
What do you mean?
I mean that if it was just blacks out there, like going against the cops
yeah,
and just
yeah.
run. Oh my God, it'd be a fucking bloodbath.
It'd be something else.
You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, that makes sense.
it's already a bloodbath, but think like
Be way worse.
it'd be way worse.
More casualties.
I seen it with my own eyes, being on them front lines, seeing like, you know, white girls step up and they be like, "Can you just move?" Black girls, they're fucking pushing the shit out of them with shields. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not to say like my homeboy's girl was out there with us and she stood up like a G and they hit her with the shields, but they also seen who she was with. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
you know, it's just something to think about. You know what I mean? So, you know.
Yeah, for sure. No, I mean, you bring up an important point. I mean, it should be equal across the board. But a buddy of mine was saying something earlier that, actually my roommate, and he was like, you know, who would have thought that one guy stepping on you know, one African American's neck and killing him. I'm like, dude, it was bound to happen with everything happening. And it's just incredible to me. And those three guys, fuck them too for just standing there.
Yeah.
And just it makes me wonder how many times this has happened before.
Facts.
And it wasn't recorded by a camera.
Well, the thing about it, man, is.
And I'm not trying to just jump because you're sitting here. I would say this in front of anybody.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. You know, I like that you're here, but I would say that to anybody. Like, I just want everybody to know my voice as well because, I mean, dude, it's you know, white on black crime. It's been happening for a very long time.
Yeah.
And it's finally coming to fruition. And it's finally coming to the front lines. But also, there's a lot of my friends, like I was talking to today, and they're like, do you think this would be happening like COVID and all this other shit if it wasn't an election year? So you have that part of the community too. And I'm like, dude, are you fucking serious? They couldn't be doing that with this shit happening right now.
Yeah. I mean,
it's not bigger than the president. It is bigger than the presidency. We're talking about a lifetime of just bullshit. So
yeah.
It's weird that Trump is president though, and all this shit is happening. And dude, what do you think? Do you want Trump or Biden?
Man, I'd fuck them both, man, honestly. And Joe Biden's the only reason
do you want to be dumb or do you want to be really dumb?
Yeah, it's the only reason I fuck with Joe Biden a little bit because he's from Delaware. Shout out to Delaware. Shout out to 302 Franktown, baby.
Did you hear what Biden said about police brutality?
Nah, but I can probably.
Dude, he goes, we should just, instead of shooting them in the chest, we should shoot them in the knee. And he said this like a week ago in a church, and I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, but see, listen. What we got to understand is, right, like what people don't understand is our generation, yo, we are a different type of human, yo. We got to really understand that, like, we have technology. Like, I would have went to fucking Harvard if I had a real cell phone back in high school. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not failing shit.
You're cheating.
You know what I'm saying?
No, just kidding.
Yeah,
I would have cheated.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what?
I did cheat, bro.
Yeah,
Nick cheated everything.
Shit, but like, it's real. Show me how you got the answer. I'll draw the fucking cell phone.
Yeah.
You know, but
Show your work. You just give them an iPhone.
Just an iPhone. There you go, bitch. But when are we really going to stand up and say, yo, shit has to change? Like, we don't even give a fuck about buying houses. Give us a fucking 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom. Like we are changing our shit. So with that being said,
no, it's all good. You okay? Shouldn't have had that cigarette outside. Jeez, you gotta quit smoking, Tez. God damn it.
Man. Listen,
I hate to see
No,
that.
it's just a fucking tear gas, man. What smoke you talking about, man?
Yeah.
What smoke you talking about?
Well, none of our parents didn't see a time like this. That, you know, a crazy time where you go from a fucking terrible sickness. Now you're going into riots and looting and we had no break.
Yeah.
It was sickness is still going on.
Yeah. Sorry, COVID's like that, you know, ex-girlfriend that you don't think about for a while, and then you see her at the club and she's like, oh fuck, you're still around here? Get the fuck out of here. What the fuck are you doing? I'm dealing with riots over here. Come on, baby, let's dance around. That's what it's like.
Yeah, facts.
I like a bitch that can hit me a little bit.
Yeah. Jesus, Nick.
Almost kill me, bitch.
Yeah, dude, that's what it's like. And it's weird because no one else there's not a book for this. There's not a way to look at this. There's no rules of engagement. There's nothing like that other than just survive.
Yeah, I'm just, again, man, like, you want a revolution or you want shit to go back the way it was? See, like, what shit is going on right now, I felt this way during COVID. I felt like, why the fuck is like, you know, motherfuckers is home and they talking about $1,200 and we're gonna you know, forbearance and, you know, hold off on your rent for 3 months. But 3 months, like, come on, yo, stand up, yo.
3 months, yeah.
Like, it's like it's time for us to really change shit and say, like, yo, like, this is the most that parents have been with their kids in years.
I know that's a good side of it. That's
You
a
know
very
what I'm
good
saying?
side of it. Yeah.
Like, but it shouldn't be that. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying? There's motherfuckers who can't afford to go to vacations. Motherfuckers who can't leave a block. Like, are we gonna live life, or are we gonna keep living it this way that these motherfuckers who are rich as fuck made it for us to live? You understand what I'm saying? I want to go to the fucking beach on a Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I wanna be able to go out the country. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying other people can't do that, but like, they're just people who work their ass off to barely make it. You know.
But what's unfortunate is those same guys that weren't spending time with their family but were forced to, they're just going to go back to.
Yeah.
And in their defense, like, they've got to put supply for the family, but you still got to make some time.
Yeah.
But it's unfortunate. There are people like that, dude. Tez, you and I both know that there are people like that just don't give a fuck.
Right.
Hey, I'm gonna work, and some of them don't even like their wives. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
Something that's just to interrupt quickly, because I think to Tez's point, something that's kind of tough right now too with COVID, and especially all the money that the government is quote unquote handing out. Like, realistically, you don't just print money. That's called inflation, right? And so what's going to happen is all these families that are already struggling, making, $17 an hour, barely making it with their kids and stuff. Now that $17 an hour technically is worth less. Like, it's like they're pumping all this money into the system, all these rich people, but they're not realizing that, like, these people are barely making money anyways, and now you're making it even tougher for that dollar to even go, like, mean anything, if that makes sense. So
it does.
It's tough, man. It's really
does.
tough.
it does, Nick. That's a good point.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think that if you work at a company, man, like, there has to be, like, laws have to be written. Like, you need a percentage of that company. I don't give a fuck if you're there from day 30 or day 90. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason there's a motherfucker playing golf making $250K a year and he's in office one day a week. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You have somebody that's doing a harder
You and
job.
I worked for a company that we won't say, but it was very similar to that.
Yeah, definitely.
Dude, that was the worst. I fucking hated that shit, dude. I was like, oh my God, I got to go to another office, sit next to two dudes in like a cubicle and with the shitty lighting. Oh, well, you get free lunch. Come get your free lunch of like a half a slab of meatloaf and potatoes that are from last week.
That prison food is
Dude,
shit.
seriously.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Shit fire, though, a little bit.
Shit, I ain't going to jail for it, though.
No, I'll stick with my day job. Yeah.
I want that shit on the shingle. I'm about to go rob something, nigga. I ain't never had no meatloaf that good, nigga.
At the end of the day, you get to go on stage and bomb to the only other comedians in the room.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Tez, where do you want to see us from here, man?
Man, that's a hard question, man.
I know it's going to be a long process, but
Definitely.
it's a process that I think that should be talked about. Because, I mean, here's the tough part. Mm-hmm. It's going to really split a lot of things down the middle. Because I've found, I mean, dude, there's been so many business owners that have come out just here in Scottsdale. Like, did you see what that chick that owned Patty's said? Like, how she just went off on a tangent on Facebook, and now she's probably going to lose Patty's, which is fine with me. The shit she said was no way. I don't even want to repeat it. But, I mean, if say just with the NFL, if everybody kneels again, in which, I mean, it's good to bring a voice. I think if that's your platform, like, this is my platform and I'm talking about it. If that's their platform, they should be able to talk about it. Uh-huh. They're gonna lose. There's gonna be like popularity is gonna be lost, just like when Cap did it.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on shit like that? When it affects, you're gonna figure out who's with you and who's not with you, kind of.
I mean, to me, it's like, fuck them, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to my homegirl Alex Morris.
Is Alex gonna watch this?
Yeah,
is
she
Alex,
might.
is
I
Alex
might make
beautiful?
her. Yeah, she beautiful, that motherfucker.
Oh shit.
She married though. No, I'm joking. Tell your husband I'm playing.
Yeah, I'm about to slide in at the end.
Yeah, slide in. Let me buy you a drink. On Dollar Bear night, bitch. No, I'm joking. But no. Damn, I lost track of the question. What was the question?
We were talking about like how it's gonna affect the ripple effect.
Okay, so this is the thing, right? And this is she told me the realest shit, one of the realest things I've ever heard in my life. And it sounds super basic.
Ooh.
She said, Tez, life is about standing up and sacrificing for other people.
I like that.
Right? And I was like, shit sound basic, but right? I mean,
yeah.
She's like, listen, we have to start sacrificing our comfortability for others. So if you're So a lot of celebrities won't step up because they don't want to lose endorsements, or they don't want to, they don't want to lose fans and this and that. Now, we watched that video. If You jump in there and knock that cop off of George Floyd. George Floyd is his name. Shout out to George Floyd and his family. Prayers go out to him and everybody else affected, and the Black Lives Matter movement, and everybody that's affected. Somebody jumps in. Yeah, they might get their ass beat by the cops. Yeah, they probably.
Do you think it's this big though? If somebody were to jump in, that's an interesting way to look at it. If somebody were to jump in. Would we be dealing with what we're dealing with right now?
Okay, if somebody that's a great fucking question. That's probably the best
question. If a
question.
black person jumped in, we'd be even dealing with a worse thing. So that's even shows the racism in itself, right? Like
yes, definitely. Yeah. That's great because you know that's one of the best questions that could be asked in this whole thing that's going on. You know why? Because if he didn't kill him, and then he finally put him in the car. It just would have been a regular fucking day.
Right.
It would have been a regular fucking day.
But I mean, I guess I can't say that with social media, but with social media, maybe if fucking say you're getting arrested and here comes fucking Diamond Dallas Page, just fucking boom, get the cop off you, dude. Maybe then it'd be big, but like you said, unfortunately, there was a fatality with this was escalated at times about 50.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I just think to where I want to see us go, I just want people to start standing up, man.
Yeah.
And let's not make, like, whatever you see is fucked up about the system. And another thing too, somebody said that the system is broken. The system works perfectly fucking fine because it wasn't designed for us. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, you got to think about it. It wasn't designed for us. You know, you go back to the Constitution. You know, you go back to the slaves were supposedly freed in 1865. There's another law that was passed that said that we were literally just roaming around residence until 1868. That's 3 years of no citizenship or nothing, where they could come lock us back up. And there were certain states that wouldn't let us
vote
free, vote,
like
they wouldn't
go to the bathroom,
all that, like
in the same spot. Yeah, it was so crazy seeing old pictures like that.
Definitely, and shout out to my homegirl Rachel last night. She asked me
lots of shout outs. You got a lot of close friends.
A lot of shout outs, man. I'm just that guy, man.
No,
you know
that's
what I mean?
cool, dude.
People always talk about what's your facts? Where are you getting your facts from? What's it called?
Fact check.
Your fact check. You know what I'm saying? Like,
where are you getting your fact check?
So I'll be shouting out my folks.
Yeah,
you know
Rachel back in.
I mean, Rachel back in Philly. What up, Rachel? Your boy here, baby. I'm always shouting you out. But she asked last night. She was like, "What's the solution?" And it hit me. And I was telling her, I was like, "It's not to you, baby girl. I'm just telling you how I feel, right?" There's a lot of people that are saying it, like, "Yo, like, I never knew. I just never seen it. I just didn't understand." Like, and my thing is, we can't talk about the solution yet. We can't.
Right.
Because if you're just now realizing this from this video, I want you to go back and see everything. I want you to go and see why we're so mad now. Because if this one video I have in 2020 hurts you this bad and you feel my pain, now I really want you to go and see black kids walking into white schools for the first day and getting trash and bricks thrown at them and signs held up, "Go home, nigger, not in this school," or, you know, I want you to see that. I want you to see black bodies hanging from trees. You know, I want you to really see it. So you'll look at that George Floyd video like, that was bad, but god damn, babies being fed to alligators. You know what I'm saying? You know. I always speak about, like, the gadgets they had back in the day. It looked like shit from Saul, like, you know, to keep slaves in place. You know, they knocked their teeth out, they cut their hands off. You know what I'm saying? Like, they cut women's breast off. You know, just imagine, you know, you being a husband, and literally imagine you being a husband, you know, and a man comes and takes your wife every other night, and you know he's coming to rape her. To take her in the house to rape her, and she comes back out.
Ugh. No, it would suck.
Hurting, like, you know what I'm saying? He can't do nothing. He can't do nothing but hold her. He can't go off. You know what I'm saying? Imagine you walking in the streets with somebody.
Well, if he goes off, they'd probably kill her.
They kill her and they kill him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But they'd probably kill her in front of him.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. It's a lose-lose.
Yeah, but so when I say this ain't the play to look at me, but sometimes we can judge something and not really understand why. Or not think about what you've been through. And that's for everybody. We all in this room been through some shit. It ain't just say black people been through shit. But when you see us rising up the way we are right now, if you really see that, damn, they don't talk about it that much. Or this person I knew, Martez we never sat and kicked and talked about race like that.
Right.
I deal with it. This is my everyday life, to the point where you couldn't even point it out if we walked into a store together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I point it out and keep it moving. Like, all right, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I said the other day, the fucking cops got behind my car when I was in Fry's the other day. I came out and they were like, Martez, yeah. So he asked, what, my dog was in the car, windows cracked and everything. He's like, so what kind of, at the end of the conversation, he's like, so what kind of dog is that? I was like, Yorkshire Terrier mix. He's like, oh, is that even your dog?
Oh, why is it? Yeah.
No, I stole a fucking dog and locked him in a fucking Mercedes Benz. You know what I mean?
It was probably leading to, is that your car?
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
It's probably a trick question.
Yeah, it's just it's more or less like debating. You know what I'm saying?
It's a systemic thing.
Yeah, let me bait you in. Yeah. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Because all they do is they need a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And listen, I don't really got no problems with cops, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I lost one of my closest cousins running from the law. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Elijah Foreman. You know what I'm saying? Never released the dash cam footage, all that. Like, we live with that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I seen my brother die in front of my face in the hospital, where the white doctors didn't come sit and talk to my mom in the room for a whole week, where hospitals sent him home a week and a half straight, 5 different times. You know what I'm saying? Where literally they sent the black doctor to come talk to us when they were like, hey, listen, we think you guys should pull the plug. You know, this is from, we're going to wake him up in the morning. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be good. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Like, we go through it. We live it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it makes me so mad when I have, like older white friends, or just any white friends that want to combat that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's in a way of like, I like the Eagles.
What do you mean combat it?
Like, it's just like, well, okay, well, so tell me this. So tell me why you guys kill each other. Why is that okay? Like, it's so easy to make these arguments instead of saying fuck. Like,
well, it should never be you. It shouldn't be you guys. If someone says it should be we.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
There shouldn't be.
And even to go off of that, man, like, we all gotta hold each other accountable. You understand what I'm saying? So so if we want to go into that argument of, well, y'all kill each other this and y'all kill each other that, right? Like, yes, I'm with holding my brothers accountable. I'm with holding my people accountable. You know, imagery is everything. You know what I'm saying? We need to hold these young musicians accountable. All the guns in the videos, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, we're already playing from behind.
Yeah, it's
you know
not
what
like
I'm
you guys are on the side of like fuckery.
Yeah,
it's not like you guys are out here promoting violence or some shit.
Yeah, facts, and that's my thing, man. I mean, you gotta understand, when you tuck people in ghettos, man. Like, I made an example. I was in the gym earlier. I didn't call out of work, but
this isn't gonna be on YouTube.
This
ain't
ain't gonna be on YouTube,
like,
right? This is December 21st, 2021.
So we're talking about the 90 LA riots, right?
That's right.
They beat the shit out of Rodney King, didn't they, the other night?
The other night.
Yeah, that was some bullshit. We still mad about that shit. Like, it's definitely about us holding each other accountable. Because right now, if you get away with being late at work and you be late, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Best believe they on your ass about when you walk in that door now. You know what I mean? You can't be late no more. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's where we are right now. It's like, okay, we got their attention again. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going the fuck hard. And let's stand up and do what we got to do, and let them see us for who we are, the kings and queens that we are. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm a king, and I refuse. I refuse to let anybody treat me any fucking way different. I refuse to let anybody tell me I'm anything less than a king.
Well, it's good.
I refuse to not teach my nephews who don't have a dad because he's in heaven that they're not kings, and my son that he's not a king, and my daughter that she's a queen, and my niece. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds like you have some confidence.
Definitely, I have some confidence, because at the end of the day, the easiest way to break somebody down is to take their identity.
Right.
That's the easiest way to control someone. How do beautiful women feel like they're nothing? Because they've been with a man that's every day told them they weren't shit. You're not beautiful. You're ugly. Nobody likes you. Damn, like Halle Berry thinks she's ugly.
The circumstance.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's mental. You know what I mean? It's some real mental shit. You got to do some real mental shit to take African strong ass motherfuckers from the jungle and put them in chains. And when you're probably outnumbered 8-1, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they had muskets and shit. Like, don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? But it's like a prison.
Right.
You got to understand the prisons can take over the guards any day they want. Bunch of killers and everything can take over them jails any day they want. They don't because they got some type of mind control system that's keeping them in line. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa, mind control.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Whoa, here we go.
Not like I don't.
Not to be a dick, but I'm interested in what you mean.
No, so when I say
just like it's happened for so long that eventually it just becomes the way of life. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, like when you in traffic, why don't you go on the wing? And
like to go,
you know what I'm saying? Like
to get around everybody?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just an example. Like, you know what I mean? But like, I just think that systemically, I talked about it last night, something called if you can, look up the Willie Lynch, the Willie Lynch letter.
Willie Lynch letter.
Willie Lynch. It's actually a movie about it too.
Oh, The Final Call. Nick's
Willie
got
Lynch.
it up. Anyway, sorry, you're saying, Tess?
Does it say what it is? Here, can I read it out?
What does it say?
You want to read it out? Or you want me to read it out?
The William Lynch speech is an address reportedly delivered by a certain William Lynch or Willie Lynch to an audience on the bank of the James River in 1712, Virginia, regarding control of slaves within the colony. Let's see. Okay, it recounts a short speech given by a slave owner in which he tells other slave masters that he has discovered the secret to controlling black slaves by setting them against one another.
Whoa.
So
that's what you're talking about.
Willie Lynch. Willie Lynch is still to this day.
Rings true.
It rings true.
And that was in 1712?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Willie Lynch, man.
Damn.
It's
Thanks
deep.
for showing me that. That's interesting.
Yeah, man. It's super deep, man. It was a letter that was written and to convince just to show other slave owners how to like keep your slaves in line,
That's so fucked up.
So
but I mean I hope once we get everything gets settled down again, and I don't know about you, man, and thank you for sharing all that, by the way. I know you went through some personal shit, that's why I want to have you on. I wasn't sure if you were cool with sharing, but I appreciate that.
Definitely appreciate y'all for having me, man.
When we get post-COVID, post the riots and the looting and everything, and hopefully, America's, it will never be the same, but when we do get our new regular, dude, I am so looking forward to chasing dreams again. Because I feel like, dude, everybody's dreams, I mean, in this part of the world, Arizona, California, it's all kind of on hold. Mm-hmm. It has been on hold. And I mean, I haven't handled it the best. Like, I haven't been writing comedy. I've been doing podcasts, but there's fucking it's not even close, dude.
Shout out to swim lessons, man. This is the shit, man.
Thanks,
Shout
buddy.
out to swim lessons. It's comfortable.
Remember when you and I were talking before this even started?
Yeah.
That's insane. And now here we are.
Here we are, man. I was telling you before we started recording, like, it's always like motivates me to see somebody talk about something they're gonna do and they actually do it. You know what I mean? Makes me feel like shit on my end because I don't do a lot of shit. But yeah, man. Like, shout out to you, man. Shout out to both of you guys, man. This is beautiful, man.
Thanks, buddy.
There's protests going on outside right now, and we're in here, but we're using our voices and we're protesting in a different way, man.
Different protests. Yeah.
Tell people, man, like, use your voice the way you can, man. Nobody on my Instagram or my social media has ever seen me go this hard for the cause, I'm
never getting, like, I asked any of my friends, I'm the same way. I don't like to talk about it. I don't care. I just want to do me. I just kind of mind my own, do my own thing. Mm-hmm. If it comes, but in my life now, it's come up. Now you have to fucking pay attention. Now you have to do something.
Yeah.
So it's changed my life for the better.
Definitely. And it's about having those conversations, man.
Yeah.
Like, we still got to understand character's character, though, right? That doesn't mean you just fucking let your guard down and, like, listen, character's character. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
Love is love. Hate is hate. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have those conversations, energy's energy too. Like, white, black, Mexican, Asian, it don't fucking matter. If I don't feel your energy, you're not coming in my car. You're not coming in my crib. I don't give a fuck what color you are. You know what I'm saying? But just to give people not a fair shake because of the color of their skin,
It's not right.
It's not right.
Yes.
We do need to start having those those conversations with our families and friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, I have 2 mixed kids. You know, my high school sweetheart was a very beautiful.
I was like, how's he gonna put this?
Yeah, just because my live on, I ain't going. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm still trying to duck this child support. You know what I mean? I love you, Ashley.
The girl I dated her name was Ashley too.
What, nigga?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, she's from Philly too. She cool. Volleyball player. No,
You ever use a motherfucking phone to call your girl because your shit died and her number already come up and shit? What up, bitch?
Dude, I saw the funniest meme. It was like when you have to get a job as a Uber driver during quarantine, and you drop your girl off at some dude's other house and it's crying.
Right. Wait till I get off this shit.
Yeah, I'm almost done. Yeah, only 14 more rides. I'll be ready. I'm gonna come kick your ass.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Tez, I got a question for you, man.
Yeah.
And we're having fun here, but
Yeah.
I do want to ask this just because we, have time or whatever. But 2 things. The first thing is maybe if you could touch on Blackout Tuesday and on your thoughts on that, because I think there's a lot of differing thoughts on a couple different aspects of it. I'm happy to share my side of the story. And then the second thing is, like, from you, what's the next step for people? You know, like, we have so many people on Instagram that I've never seen come out about this stuff. What's the next step to make sure people don't just post about it and forget about it and make a front? You know, because I feel like Blackout Tuesday
was bullshit.
Some people like just obligated to post it.
Yeah.
There's no action, right?
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on, like, just that whole situation? What are the next steps?
Nick, to go off what you're saying though, Nick, a lot of people have been just posting on their stories like shit just to get attention. Just like I was telling you earlier, that girl with the screwdriver and pretending for a photo, like, that's the shit. We can't do that as a community, as a whole. That's just bad.
For me, like, shout out to everybody that's on live. Shout out to my family down there in Orlando. I see you, sister. I'm gonna tell you, this is the second time that this blackout thing has came to mind, and then also with people just posting for this and posting for that, right? I got a dude that used to live in my building. I thought he was one of the, like, most spiritual good dudes, like, you yoga and all that, like, you know what I mean?
Whoa, don't hate on yoga, bro. It's one of my favorite things.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
one of my favorite things
I'll
to
be out
do.
there, I got some bitches that do yoga.
Dal's a big yoga queen, bro.
Yeah, yoga. Yeah, queen.
Keep it stretched out for me, baby.
Yeah.
And he's been in my DM saying some whole off the wall disrespectful, calling us motherfucker. I'm talking about, this is a dude that, like, I tell you I love you when I see you at the end. Like, all right, I almost said his name. I love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, have a good, like, you know what I mean? Be safe. I never reached out to him during this whole time. He reached out. He's been reaching out to me, just, like, going hard, like, you motherfuckers, y'all kill each other. And I gave him a little bit of time, and then I draw back, like,
was he drinking? Or this is just sober?
I'm coming to find out that's who he is, and I just didn't notice that was him.
Hey,
like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? But maybe I'm oblivious. You know what I'm saying? I'm not focused on it.
Right.
So Blackouts Tuesday, I didn't focus on it. I posted a picture. If I seen a blackout on my timeline, I liked it. You know, and I know it's different in different communities because it's like, oh, well, damn, I didn't. Like, we talked about that last night. Like, you felt like, oh, well, I'm obligated. Or if I didn't do it, you felt like
if you didn't do it, you're racist.
That's what I'm saying. Like, isn't that inherently a problem with the whole thing?
But the thing about with this whole thing is, we talk about sacrificing again, right? Fuck what anybody thinks. I don't give a fuck. Like, motherfucker can, like, pull out some shit on me from 5 years ago and be like, oh, this is the real Tez, which is still gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just using that as an example, right? Like, my focus is George Floyd. My focus is changing this narrative, you know, of how they see us. You know, my focus is letting our voices be heard in a real way. My focus is change. You know what I'm saying? Right now, if we start to get caught up in the looting and the rioting, and we get caught up in the black square and who posted it, who didn't post it, if we get caught up in the actors that aren't posting it, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? You either with it or you ain't. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if I'm running a marathon and I keep on looking to see which friend showed up,
yeah,
then a motherfucker's going. I'm stopping the race.
It's distracting people from what's actually at hand.
What's actually happening? Yeah. Fuck who posted the square. Motherfucker might look at me and be like, "Damn, this nigga Ted's been talking about this Black Lives Matter shit. He been posting. Fuck him." Hit that unfollow button, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no time for it.
And just because somebody doesn't post a black square doesn't make them a bad person.
Yeah,
you know, maybe they don't support. Maybe they're out there in the streets protesting, but they don't support the black square thing. You know, like you can't make a judgment from not knowing somebody. It's kind of like you said. You have to meet this guy you were talking about. You had to meet him. You had to learn more about him to really uncover that layer. It's not just some fucking black picture.
Yeah, because a motherfucker, you gotta understand too. Like you could play a motherfucker that way. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could tell a motherfucker that and act like you care just to do some shit to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? So, I mean, support is support. Like, if you brought a ticket to come to me in Dallas comedy show and come heckle us, thanks for the money, motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You here.
Well, I was going to say, if you don't give a fuck about what people think then you want to become a comedian. Because I don't know how many people, you know, not made fun of me. They're like, what the fuck, you can't. That's crazy. Nobody makes money doing that. I was like, dude, if I was in it for the money, I was in it for the fucking wrong reasons.
Yeah, damn right.
I'm doing stupid shit. Of course, I got a day job to help me get along, but I did not start going up to open mics to have fucking 10 people that are at the open mic tell me that I was shitty. I'm in it to get better. I'm in it to do things better. I know I'm going to suck. I know that's going to happen. But just like you, when you start out in Philly, there's progress. And when you feel that progress happening, like, we've got a girl coming on next week, Jill Kimmel, Jimmy Kimmel's sister. Like, she's the dopest shit chick ever. And she's...
Y'all need an extra in the room?
Well, I shouldn't say that she's Jimmy Kimmel's sister. Like, she's her own person, dude. She's one of the coolest comedians in Arizona. She's phenomenal. Like, her and Brad Williams are doing the first show in Phoenix tonight. Oh, okay. Since they can do shows now. That's at the Improv, Tempe Improv.
Oh, I've never been to Tempe Improv. You been
Dude, I go. That's where I always go.
You work there?
They have no. They have open mic nights there.
Yeah, it's probably hard. Like, pick out a hat, shit, pick a number.
No, dude, it's you got to bring 5 or 8 people to the show.
That's it.
That's what I said, and I'm like, oh my god. And then they tape it, and then you can use that tape.
Oh wow, okay.
So we can hook that up after the show.
Shit, let's go get some protesters. Hey, what y'all
doing?
Bro,
yeah, what y'all doing? Hey, I got another one over here. It's at the Tempe Improv. You gotta pay $5 to get in though. It's 2 drink minimum.
Yeah, let them hear our voice, motherfucker.
But dude, the only troubling thing is, like, I don't know about you, but I don't like when my friends come to open mics. I don't really like it. I'm working on something, and it's weird to me when there's like 10 other comics in the crowd, and then you got your 5 best friends. Come on, Dallas. Come on, get us a joke. Tell us the one about the chicken wiener. I'm like, oh my god, here we go again. Like, and then the other comics since they're like, Dallas bro's own little fucking fan club tonight. I didn't know you were big, bro. You're big.
Yo, it's so funny. I definitely give my homegirl Nikki a shot from the sip. Everybody's leaning out. I just want to give that love.
They better download this fucking
thing. This motherfucking podcast.
Yeah.
The Sip every Sunday night at 6, baby.
There's going to be a bunch of little clips on every story when you're like, shout out Sharice.
Yeah,
I remember you. Grade school, baby, first kiss.
Hey, shout out Renee. Ghetto love is the love that I live by. Every day I wonder what my shorty had to die. So back like I was saying. But you know what? It's opposite for me, yo.
You like?
From day one, yo. My mama came to my shows and like probably like 7 of my homies. The only time I don't do it is, like you said, when you're working, I'll tell them.
Well, that's what I mean, open mics.
Yeah, but
I don't care if they were coming to a real show. Yeah. That would be sick. I'm talking open mics when it's at fucking a Mexican restaurant. You're in the corner talking about jokes. Like, I don't want like my mom's eating a quesadilla talking to me about how I didn't get laid last week. Like, that's not cool to me. I'd rather come to a legit show.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I do that. The reason why I don't bring I bring them a lot is because they're gonna hear the same shit. I'm gonna work the same shit. You know, I'm going out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like I'd rather save your time and energy and come see me twice a month at my show. You know what I mean? So now you're not tired and fucking mad at me. Like, I heard them motherfucking jokes. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason for me. But as far as having people like, because the support comes from people knowing what you're doing, right? The support comes from them actually being able to see it, right? And that's when they want to support, right? Because it's easy for them to get off with, yo, I'll come see you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know what I mean?
I've had a
like,
lot of those.
Once you really get them moving with you, and it's a different atmosphere, you know. And then they start telling people. I remember I did one of my biggest shows back home. I used to always tell my shows back home too. I looked up, dude, and like the place was packed, man. It's a lot of people that was in there. A lot of my good friends and my brothers that's not here no more. I can just see them in the crowd right now, man. It was great. It was amazing.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be a good show, but
Good
just
feeling.
like the word of mouth, and it's just how when I looked out in that crowd and it just seemed like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't had no more jokes. I was like, tip your bartender.
yeah, exactly.
It was like, say a joke, motherfucker.
Yeah, no, it's I was just trying to explain to Nick that it's just such a good feeling, dude, when you have the whole room just like almost spinning a plate on your finger, and the whole room just laughing about shit that you did in your life. And it's just, that's why I chase that comedy feeling, that comedic thing. I even enjoy it when I go to shows. And like I went to before COVID, I went and saw Joey Diaz, and dude, this guy, I'm not shitting you, Tez, like was murdering so bad. I was almost in fucking tears. And you could tell that he was just like vibrating, like he was just enjoying it. And he's like, hey, listen here, you know, Diaz cocksucker, yeah, come here. Yeah. Rogan says this, Rogan says that. Dude, it's just awesome to see someone do that well. And you know, he didn't start out like that.
Yeah.
It took him a long fucking time to get to that point. But once he's at that point, no one is stopping this guy. He's like a train on the tracks. Just get out of the way.
Fucking work, man.
Dude, it's all work.
Dude, people don't understand this comics.
And it's going to take a long time.
Yeah, like as comics, man, you can be off stage for 2 weeks and lose your cadence. You know what I'm saying?
What's your joke writing ability? How do you do it?
Yo, you want to hear something fucking crazy, dude?
It's all in your brain. It's all there.
All my shit has came from being on stage, riding to the show, in conversation. Like I'm horrible. I don't have a joke book. I never have it.
Are you a storyteller or are you like a joke teller?
I'm a storyteller, but I'm feeding off of my shit the whole time. Like I remember I did Poetic Soul one night down in
Poetic Soul.
Poetic Soul. You ever
How was that?
You ever been Poetic Soul?
Maybe we should go together. How would I do?
Yeah, y'all, you did.
I've got a crow.
I've got a crow.
What is that?
It was a white dude that went on before me, yo.
What are they? Is it like what is it?
It's like poetry. Shout out to Q. Shout out to Q for doing Poetic Soul and everybody else that's been connected from Poetic Soul.
So it's their own poems they write.
No. So what it is like it's basically like an open mic every Wednesday.
Okay.
They have music. They have singers. They have singers, poems, songwriters, live band, and like a lot of the urban community from Phoenix and surrounding areas come and go there. So there's a lot of people that know each other just from that venue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's definitely and it's big, man. Like a lot of talent. A lot of fine black queens. How you doing there, black queens? You know what I'm saying? But but yeah, man. I remember doing it one night and.
Is this in town? Is this in Phoenix?
It's downtown. It's called
Poetic Justice.
Poetic Soul.
Poetic Justice. Poetic Soul. Damn.
But yeah, Poetic Soul, man. But one night I remember I thought I was gonna get on way earlier because I had like 10 of my friends, 11 friends with me, like waiting from like 7 o'clock.
Oh fuck.
So he put me up last, bro. When I tell you I probably used one joke that I had ever said in my life. I just talked about everything that happened the whole night. And people literally, like, they were dying because I talked about everything that happened the whole night. You know what I'm saying? Like, no joke. Like, you know what I mean? So that's who I am. Like, I get it. I don't mind going first somewhere. Just sometimes get the fuck over with, whatever.
Right.
You know, a lot of times with open mics, like you said, like, people don't understand, yo. We're performing for other comics. So I tell people, if you bomb, like, they're not supposed to laugh at your shit.
That's what I tell everybody. Yeah.
They're probably stealing your shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't say your whole joke, motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? So
but there are some cool ones that'll come up to you and be like, hey, you should put this word there. And then it'll make the joke better. And you're like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then you do that and it works.
Yeah.
Dow, I was just talking to him, last episode or whatever. I think we were just actually on the phone, and I played music for years and years and years around the Valley and a little bit in California too. And it's very similar to comedy, especially I was making the example to him. There's nothing worse than it's like a Wednesday night, you're playing a local show, like you guys said. It's just, for me, it was like the opening bands are all there, and really nobody besides like your sister or whatever.
Yeah.
And you go up there, you're just playing either your bands, and like whatever it is, your guitar goes out of tune, the drummer's drunk, whatever the problem might be. And you have 20 more minutes and you have to get through it and you can't step down. And it's like, and I feel like that's what it's like when a comedian is eating shit on stage. It's like, all right, well, I'm eating shit, I better enjoy it now. Like, I just think music and comedy are very much alike in that aspect.
Yeah, for sure. I think, but it's creative too, and you find out who you are when that shit's going down. When you bomb, it's like, dude, I'll never forget. Like, you just go to this crazy spot in your brain, and it's like, oh, it's like anxiety, but it's also like, hey, you got these people staring at you. We gotta go. It's fight or flight time, bro. We gotta go.
Do you learn when you bomb?
I do.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Fuck that joke.
I bomb. Dude, I bomb.
Dude, it's the worst. It's good and bad. I think you should bomb a lot when you first start.
Yeah, dude.
I still bomb. Everybody bombs.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Bombs. Sound like Trump. Bam. That's a bombs.
Bamboo. The thugs, they're out here looting. When the looting starts, the shooting starts. Shoot 'em, baby. Shoot 'em down.
Sound like if Trump was Jamaican.
Yeah.
It's still cool though.
I said, I shoot him down, man. I said, a man come to a loot, man. I shoot him down 3 times.
I love it. Fuck yeah.
Bro, no Jamaican is shooting anybody.
Listen.
They're too baked and nice.
We jamming.
Shit.
What's the future like, bro? What's, now that we're kind of on comedy stop, what do you want to do? Everybody's got a goal.
I mean, for me, man, like, I'm just been praying. I'm really just praying to God, like, lead my way, man, lead my path, man, because sometimes I feel like the plan for my life is maybe not what God has planned for me, man. And I love.
What do you mean by that?
I'm just mean that, like, maybe people see more potential in me than I do,
right?
And at this point, I don't really want to be, because I love comfortability. I want my nieces,
That's
my
not
nephews,
good, Tez.
my kids. No, when I say comfortability, I mean I'm the one for my family. You know what I'm saying? And, like, at this point where I'm at, and when I'm talking about my family, I'm talking about from my grandmama's branch to my mom and them. Like, I'm the only boy. I'm the oldest boy left. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, rest in peace to my brother.
You got to carry the name.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And, like, these kids are going to look up to me. Like, they on a whole different coast. Like, I took a big leap to get my mind right. And, I just want to make sure that whatever I do, I'm setting a good example, and they're able to say that was my dad, that was my uncle, that was my son.
Fuck yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I don't want to chase the comedy goal in the aspect of being famous, but I want to chase it in a way to giving just building some type of generational wealth. You know what I mean? So and giving them an example to know that they can actually do something, come from where we come from.
Right.
You know what I mean? And looking at all the setbacks that we've been through, you know what I mean?
Right.
So if it's comedy, it's comedy. If it's motivational speaking, it's motivational speaking. If it's preaching, it's preaching. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, and making sure that I'm helping somebody, because that's where the blessings come in, right? Lending a hand and helping people out. I know it sounds corny as fuck.
No, not at all, man.
You know what I mean? But I just
what the show is all about, dude. What you just said was great. You
got to ask yourself, man, if you save lives and you may not get to where you want to go. And I'm not saying I'm a lifesaver. I'm not Meek Mill. Shout out to Meek. But are you okay knowing that you help somebody and you change lives? And one thing that we do already that people couldn't even like begin to see is hit people here.
Yeah.
Do you know how much that's worth? Do you know how much currency that's when I'm in the store and I see an old lady or old dude that I've never met and I say something funny and they crack up laughing and I just keep on walking? That connection for those 3-5 seconds.
It's the best.
It's
the
nothing.
Best.
Like, I ain't never tried crack, but it gotta be like crack. And I ain't gonna try it to find out. But I'm just saying,
you brought joy to someone's day, dude. You helped them out. You helped them get through this shit time. I'm the same exact way. That's why you and I get along so well.
Definitely. And that's what I was saying is like, when you think about that, you think about what your future is. That's why I'm praying and asking God His plan, because it's I could lose everything just going for comedy and saying go 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 go. You know what I mean?
Ooh, it's a tricky situation.
Very, very. You know,
But you could lose everything by not doing
facts.
it.
Yeah, dude, it's but like you said, man, you just gotta talk to yourself about it, talk to whoever you believe in about it, trust your inner circle that they'll push you to the right way. You don't have to go that way. But Tez, there's so many paths. But dude, I think that's really good to end on, dude. I have some questions for you here.
Definitely.
Okay,
No, you don't. You really don't. We have to cover one more thing before he hits
What's
these
up?
questions. You're going with the fast round?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Ask him the swim lessons question.
Oh yeah. So good call, Nick. God, he's
Look
the
at me,
best.
producer
God.
Nick, back on the mic.
Nicky T of Tantillo Production. Every time Nick calls me, I go, "It's Nick Tantillo of Tantillo Productions."
It's kind of weird now.
So no, but I like to ask people, Tez, what would you like to leave the listeners with of swim lessons? Like we talked about what swim lessons is all about, overcoming adversity, getting through the tough times, moving forward. What would you like to leave the people listening to my podcast with?
First and foremost, like, look in the mirror and love yourself. Love you. Start creating your own reality again. Because Instagram will have your ass living in a whole world that doesn't exist. You know?
Yeah.
There's people who think before they post, and which is cool. You should definitely make sure you keep your brand straight. Don't get me wrong, but just realize I could see somebody that I follow post the most corniest, craziest, dumbest shit, and after I see that picture and pass it, I don't think about them again. I'm not going like, oh my God, Jeffrey posted this. Look, this motherfucker's stupid. But we post their shit or we do shit, and we're like, oh, they're thinking about me this way. Create your own reality again. Create your own. Love you again. You know what I'm saying? If people do not love you, then they don't love you. It's time for us to have self-love, because how can I give you love if I'm not even secure with me loving myself? So if I could leave your listeners with anything, is it's time for us to start loving us and respecting ourselves enough so we can start loving each other. And also, don't be scared to change. Do something this week that you've never done. You know what I mean?
Love it.
Like,
Yeah.
you weren't born with a fucking podcast. You
Right.
said you wanted to do a podcast and you fucking did it piece by piece. You're learning on the job, and hopefully, Lord willing, I can take my own advice, because it's something that I deal with too. You know what I mean? But
It's tough.
yeah, are we going to stand out in our generation, or are we going to keep doing what the old heads were doing? Are we going to fucking stand out? Is my question to everybody out there right now. Are we going to really stand out and open up doors for ourselves? Not just by doing dumb shit on YouTube. Look at this challenge. Put the water on your head challenge.
Do it when nobody's watching.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And really make some differences out this motherfucker. Really stand up and let them hear our voice. We're not voting for no fucking politician just because you got a suit on and you're running. No, go get Mookie. Mookie love everybody in this neighborhood.
Yeah.
We voting for Mookie. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that understands us. We got to stop giving our shit away. We got to stop giving our time away. We give our time to these jobs so easily. We got to stop giving us to people who don't appreciate us. Whether that be a relationship with a female, whether that be your homie that don't want to see you succeed. Start loving you again.
That's
you know
legit,
what I'm
right?
You know?
Legit.
Like, but
That was
Mic
really
drop.
that was
You know
very
what I mean?
good, Tez. That is very good. That's what we call a 10 out of 10.
there we go.
Speaking out of 10, so this is something we do with every guest, man. But you gotta get off Instagram Live for a sec here. I gotta have your full attention.
Okay.
No, you're good.
I love you, Mama. She just hopped on.
Oh, dude, tell Mama Tez what's good. So it's 10 for 10, 10 questions, and you have to answer them as fast as possible, okay?
Okay.
And away we go. Favorite NFL team?
Philadelphia Eagles.
Favorite NBA team?
Shit. Lakers.
Favorite musician?
Ooh, yeah. Jay-Z.
Steak or shrimp?
Steak.
Lake or ocean?
Ocean.
It's not a quiz, bro.
Dog
You're not getting
yeah,
graded.
there's no right questions. Dog or cat?
Dog.
What city in Texas has a team in the NFL nicknamed the Cowboys?
The fucking suckiest team they ever did see.
Okay. What city in Texas has a team in the NBA nicknamed the Mavericks?
I couldn't tell you. I know it's Dallas.
What city in Texas rhymes with palace?
Dallas.
Who is your favorite new comedian in Phoenix?
Dallas.
Yeah,
there
we got
go.
the last few, dude. Tez, I appreciate you coming in, telling us kind of your story, how your thoughts are, because I feel it's a time to talk about this kind of stuff. And
Yes.
dude, I can't wait to do some open mics with you and pursue this comedy thing together.
Definitely, man. We're gonna be on the red carpet one day, wherever we are in Hollywood, and we're gonna look back and be like, damn, dog, it's about the push and holding each other accountable and pushing each other, man. Again, shout out to the Black Lives Matter movement. Everybody that's out there with us on the front lines. We see y'all, we hear y'all, we love y'all, we here for y'all, man. And shout out to the good cops too, because listen, we want people to see us for who we are. Shout out to the good cops that's doing what they supposed to do, and shout out to all the mamas, because it's gonna take mamas' love to heal this world. You know what I'm saying? So, and shout out to swim lessons.
That's right. Taz, thank you, brother. That's a wrap.
Thank you. It's a wrap.
I told you it's gonna be a party.